Hi. Happy, slightly belated winter solstice, which kind of happened yesterday. Today's the 22nd of December. Wendy and I did a lovely little online event last night with a beautiful bunch of souls who decided to join us, who really made the circle. Their energy was really amazing. And we celebrated the winter solstice 2020 with a very gentle ceremony, some beautiful Kundalini yoga, and some lovely gentle healing at the end. And yeah, it was just a nice way to, I suppose, bring in some light, which I think we all need right now. And of course, we must remember that the light normally doesn't come from outside of us. The light comes from inside us. So just a quick message, quick video, really, just to, I suppose this will probably be the last video I make in 2020 because I want to have some time off now up until the new year. And I guess to kind of recap the year would be pointless because it's been a challenge, and it's been a challenge for everyone. It's been a challenge for me. It's been a challenge for my partner Wendy. It's been a challenge for everyone I know who works within the, I suppose, spiritual circles that we walk within, but it's also been a challenge for people that walk through the more traditional circles of daily life that we all require and that we all honour and that we all appreciate. So, no one is better than the other. I suppose one of the deepest teachings that I've experienced in my life wasn't from specific teachers, okay? Because all teachers on this planet, depending on who you look towards to help bring you knowledge and bring you inspiration, are still on their development paths as well. So we mustn't pedestalize anyone in our lives. We must all look at each other as brothers and sisters on this path and help each other ascend the mountain, or at least stroll up it gently, depending on how masochistic you are. But one of my greatest teachers, actually, I've always used to question myself: Will I ever meet a fully illuminated, enlightened Buddha in my life? And again, I was looking outside of myself too much. But I remember I was in Shanghai in China once, and this was back in my old life when I was working as a project manager for a big company. And I was spending some time out in Shanghai, and I was at this bar, and I was with some colleagues, and we were having a good time. We were having some drinks, and I remember there was this toilet attendant who, quite a little old man, must have been doing it his whole life, was working in this bar, was working in the toilets of this bar. And he had the most humble, respectful, kind eyes I think I've ever experienced in my life. And his humility and his grace shone through the role that he was playing. And I used to love giving him a big tip not because I felt I had to, but because I wanted to at least honour and recognise the work that his soul had accomplished, to be able to take on such a humble role in life in such a busy, dynamic, chaotic city, earn pretty much pittance for a living, and yet hold so much grace and so much serenity. So if you're looking for some kind of synchronistic outlook, or if you're looking for a mirror, or if you're looking for light in your life, look everywhere. Look everywhere, because there are those that walk amongst us who may not project themselves as spiritual teachers or spiritual healers or whatever you want to call people like me, people like my partner Wendy, on this path. Some of our greatest teachers and some of our greatest healers are playing roles in schools, playing roles in hospitals, playing roles in institutions, prisons, establishments, which, we may criticize and look at on a daily basis and pick holes in and say that's wrong and that's right and this isn't good enough. But ultimately, the system is the system, and it's the people in the system that make the system a success or not. And depending on how much maturity you bring to whatever role you're playing in your life, depending on how much selflessness you bring to whatever role you're playing in your life, it's that honours the brotherhood and the sisterhood that we all are as a humanity, and we must remember that daily. We must remember that daily. So that was really it. That's all I wanted to say is remember that the light of Christ, the light of Buddha, the light of whatever you want to call it, God, is in all of us at different developmental levels. Okay? So don't be fooled by the garb, don't be fooled by the role, don't be fooled by the image that some portray. Look to their hearts, look to their eyes, and look to the fruits of their labours, okay? Because it's, as Christ said, it's through their fruits that you will recognise these angels that walk amongst us. Okay, so going into 2021, just remember that we're all angels in the making, and no matter what is going on globally, this temperance, this pressure, this fire, this chaos has a meaning to it, has a structure to it, has a higher perception to it, and a higher purpose to it. So flow with it, use it to transform you. Okay, use it to transform you. Don't get stuck and bogged down in the emotion of it, in the overthinking of it, in the over-intellectualization of it. Use it to energetically and consciously transform you. So best wishes for Christmas, best wishes for 2021, and I guess my next video will be sometime in January. Take care.